Hey everybody, it is your girl here, Genuinely Divine, and today I'm doing a video about toxic relationships and when is it time to walk away. For those of you who don't know me, my page on YouTube is Genuinely Divine. My name is Dorothy. I have an Aspire to Be Inspired page on Facebook as well. And I used to always upload motivational videos to encourage someone to be greater than they were on yesterday. So today I decided to get back into that mode because I was feeling like someone needs to hear this. And it's been heavy on me when I scroll through my timeline on Facebook, Instagram, and I have people in my life that are close to me who sometimes deal with the ups and downs of relationships. And today I want to kind of help someone to see when the ups and downs are toxic or not, and when you should walk away or when you should try and seek some type of help in that relationship, okay? A lot of times society places a huge burden on us, people, and they're huge peer pressure, societal pressure, where people are why you're not married, why you're single, and people don't want to hear that. So a lot of times they'll get in these relationships or these marriages just because these people are available and are willing to make this move with them, knowing that this relationship is not going to flourish like it should. But a lot of times they go into it with the impressions of, well, if I try, then God will ordain this. No, because God didn't send that person to you. You went and found this person and you created all of this extra stuff, the marriages and everything else. You created this relationship on your own. God had nothing to do with it, so he will not ordain it. And then they find themselves in these relationships where later on they're constantly fighting and they're just not getting along with each other, but yet they stay. Why? Oh, we have kids together. No. Kids don't deserve to be in a household with two parents that do not like each other, that do not get along with each other. Children are very receptive. When you're angry and you don't like each other, your kids, they pick that up. Throughout their whole life, they're gonna feel like it's okay. This is what love is. This is what marriage is to be unhappy, is to be uncomfortable. Is that really what you want your children to grow up thinking? No, you don't. Co-parenting can be very successful, and has been very successful. If two parents decide that they no longer can be together and they have to leave a toxic relationship and they love their children, then there's no way that they won't be a part of that child's life. They will always be a part of that child's life. And with the advancement of technology in our day and age, a lot of kids by the age of 5 years old, they have a cell phone. So a kid will always be able to contact mom or dad because they're gonna always be programmed in their phones. So they can never be without their parent. They do not have to live in the household, especially if it's toxic. Now, if the household they have minor issues that can be worked out, then of course you do everything that you possibly can to save your marriage, to save your love, to save your family. You do everything that you can possibly do. You exhaust every single option there is to exhaust. When you have minor issues in your marriage, do not walk away. Minor issues are things like, let's just say, maybe you had the loss of a family member, and your husband or your wife is grieving, and they've withdrawn from you, and they're just taking a very long time to come around. They're not acting the same anymore. Then that's understandable. You know, they've suffered a loss, and their grieving process is not, maybe it's not the same as yours, and it's taking them a while, but eventually they will come back around, because you know you still genuinely love each other. Those are minor setbacks. Or maybe, you know, you had an issue where you forgot to do something. It is so minor, you know, just no big deal. Maybe it was really important, but it was a simple mistake that caused a great deal of stress, but it was a mistake. Then that's minor. You can get over that. But let's get to when there are major issues that you cannot get over. When you feel unloved, when you feel lonely, but you have a husband or you have a wife. When you are together in the home, you don't want to look at each other, and you try your best to avoid each other. When you cannot even talk on your cell phone without someone accusing you of cheating or doing something wrong. When you cannot get in your car and drive freely to go to Walmart without them calling you and cursing you out and asking you, what are you doing? Where are you? You know, and calling you out of your name constantly. They don't come home very much, you know, and when they do come home, you're just fighting, constantly fighting. What is this? What is this? That's toxic. And then, you know, like, it's contaminating you. It's contaminating your spirit. And then you go out into the world, and this is what you have to offer to the world. Is contamination of toxicity. You come out in the world and you're angry, you're mad at everyone. And why? They did nothing to you. But it's because you're so empty inside of you. You're so full of toxic waste inside of you. And it's just so full of, to a point, hatred and resentment. And you don't know how to channel that energy in the direction in which it needs to be. So you take it out on anybody, any and everybody that comes into your presence. And that today is why our world is so full of toxic people. It's because everybody is venturing out to do things to make them happy. And the number one thing that people think will make them the happiest is to be in love, in a relationship, in a marriage. And that's not the case. Everybody was not created to be the same. Society and churches, they want people to be the same. They want you to go out and be the same. Everybody be the same. Everybody have the same dreams. And that's not how it works. In the real world, in the world of astrology, I'm an astrologer. And in the world of astrology, everybody wasn't meant to be married. Everybody wasn't meant to fall in love and have these head over heel loves. We all came into the world with a purpose. So are you genuinely telling me that everybody in this world came into this world to get married? Oh wait, go to school, go to college, get married, buy a house, have kids and a dog, and that's the end of it. Are you kidding me? No. But that's what society and churches want us to believe, that is the American dream. And it could be for some, it is for a lot. But a lot of people do it because these are the standards. These are the boundaries that has been placed upon their life by man, not by God, and not by the universe, not at all. So what happens when these people are arguing every day? This couple, they're constantly arguing, bickering, don't want to be around each other. But why do they stay? Because, oh, we have a house together. Oh, we have kids together. Or, you know, he makes a lot of money, she makes a lot of money, I'm very comfortable here. Money and material things are worthless when you are unhappy. They cannot buy you happiness. That's one thing that money cannot buy, is happiness. And it cannot buy peace. So today I want to encourage someone to take a look at your relationship. Take a look at your situation. And ask yourself, if your relationship is toxic, you know that it's toxic. Ask yourself, why do I stay? Why do I stay in this relationship? And if you answer it saying about material things or your kids, no, that's negative. Now, if you say it because I'm afraid of what people are going to think of me, what people are going to say about me, let me help you out with that. People are going to talk about you. It doesn't matter if you're doing good or bad. They don't care. You will never be able to satisfy the likes and the wants of man. No. So the only man that you can satisfy, for those of you who are spiritual and religious, is God. And those of you who believe in the power of the universe, is you. You're the only man that you're going to be able to please. And if you're not happy, then you're not going to be able to make anybody else happy. You see, we are energy. And the energy that we carry within ourselves, that is the type of energy that we draw to ourselves. We attract what we are. If we're toxic and we're empty, then we're going to attract people who are toxic and empty. And they're not going to be able to add anything to our lives. They're only going to help us to decrease and to decline in who we are as a person. And see, this is when you need to know what your worth is. See, when you know your worth, you accept nothing beneath what you are worth. You remain single until someone comes into your life that was supposed to be in your life. Not because you want them to be in your life. And you will know the difference, trust me. Energy is a very powerful thing. You will understand the energy and you will receive that energy. But a lot of people, they do things on their own. And they feel like they have the power and the control to make it work, but you don't. And you can stay in the relationship and prolong the inevitable for however long you wish. But at the end of the day, it will all come tumbling down. And why? Because you have the freedom of choice. Yes, you do. But after so long, the universe is going to remove anything that does not supposed to be there. Either you do it voluntarily or the universe will do it for you. And that's what I have always come to believe. I was one of those people where I was in a relationship and I felt like I just gotta stay because, you know, of my kids and this or whatever. I had a comfortable life. But in all actuality, my life was not comfortable. My kids were not happy. They were sad. You know, they knew that we were fighting all the time and they were not happy. Money, we didn't have money. You know, when you're in a toxic relationship, it does not just contaminate you as a person, your spirit. It contaminates everything around you. It contaminates everything around you. Your money is like it goes into a bottomless pit. Even though you have money, that money is worthless. It does nothing for you. You see no prosperity. None. You no prosperity. You're constantly working. You have a great job. He has a great job. The income is good, but you don't see anything and you're not profiting anything from it. Why? Because the relationship, there's nothing about it that has been ordained by God or his universe at all. So everything that you do is like, it's not right. It does not manifest into prosperity. None of that. So today, I just want someone to look back over your life, over your relationship. Look at your relationship. And understand, like, is this what I want for many years to come? This is how I want to live my life. This is what is happiness? If you're in a marriage or a relationship and it's not yielding the results of happiness, peace, prosperity, then ask yourself, why am I here? Why? You know, like, why am I here? What is this all worth to me? And for those of you who are single, stop beating yourself up talking about, oh, I want me a man. I just want to be with somebody. I want me a woman. I just want me a life partner. Stop that, okay? Stop doing that, please. You know, learn you. Understand you as a person. Work on you as an individual. And really think in your mind, think in your head, what it is that you wish to accomplish in this lifetime. Is love the only thing you wish to conquer? Then if that's what you wish to conquer, then you don't have to be in a romantic relationship and you don't have to be married. There's a lot of people out here in the world that need somebody to love them. Go out there, be a humanitarian. Go out there and spread love all over the place. If you don't have a romantic partner, there's plenty of people that you can spread love to. Support organizations. Support people who like Big Sisters and Big Brother programs. Girl Scouts and Boy Scouts. Spread your love all around. Stop focusing on things for yourself, being selfish, because it is being selfish. Life is not all about you and being in love. It is about being a servant unto God, a servant. And how do you become a servant unto God? Is serving his people. That's how you become a servant. So instead of worrying about when you're going to get a man or when you're going to get a woman or a husband or a wife or a life partner, worry about the next event that's coming up. How am I going to raise money to support this organization? How am I going to be able to teach this little boy or this little girl how to grow up and believe in themselves and how to understand their worth? That's what we need today. We need more people who are willing to step up and to offer some insight to our young generation. But instead, everybody is so caught up on being in a relationship, being in love. It has taken over everything. And that's not what everybody was put here to do or to be a part of. No matter what the churches say or no matter what society says, that's not everyone's purpose. It's not. It's not. So today, I hope that I can encourage someone to step outside of the box that society has placed upon us. Step outside of the box. And if you're single, find a way to incorporate other people into your life that need your help, that need your support, and support them and give them love. Love is infinite, and we can make as much of it as we wish to make and love as many people as we wish to love, if that's what you choose to do. Those of you who are in a toxic relationship, I need you to understand your worth. Understand what your marriage or your relationship is really worth to you. Because at the end of the day, if you're not happy and you are not peaceful, your marriage, your relationship is worthless. It's worthless. The ultimate goal of human beings here on earth, ourselves, within ourselves, is to be happy. But our purpose is to be a servant. So whatever it is that you're doing, whatever it is that you're serving, if it's not making you happy, then it's worthless. It's all worthless. So with that being said, I just wanted to, this was very heavy on my heart, and I'm passionate about it because I'm the type of person, I don't stay. If I'm not happy, I leave. There's no need to stay because it's not fair to you nor the person that you're holding on to, because you both deserve to be happy. You both deserve to be loved. And if you're not the one to give that to that person, let them go. Let them go. Walk away. Don't stay, because it's not fair. Okay? And so, you know, I don't want to get so emotional like in this video, but this is something that hits home for me because I see so many people, they struggle and they go through life, their whole life, living in a relationship, unhappy, just dealing with it, just accepting it because they feel like this is all life has to offer. But I'm here to tell you today, life has so much more to offer. And I promise you, when you do things for others and you're able to see them smile and you know you've made a difference in their life, oh, that's a beautiful feeling. And it is the most beautiful feeling ever. So if you're in a toxic relationship, I can't tell you to leave. I can't tell you what to do. I can only encourage you to ask yourself, why do you stay? And what is it all worth in the end? Those of you who are single, what's so difficult? What's so horrible about being with you and you only? If you don't love yourself and love being with yourself, nobody else will. Okay? So with that being said, you guys, I'm going to end this video, but I hope that someone has been encouraged, someone do understand their worth and accept your position here in this world. We all have different purposes. Our purpose here on earth is to become an individual, just being an individual. Like I may not be, like I may see my friend Tony over here married and having a happy life and everything goes perfect in her life. And I may want that and I may go and try to create that for myself, but that does not make me happy. Once I get into it, I understand like, oh, I probably was designed to be single, you know? Everybody wasn't created to be the same, you know? So accept that, understand that. Let me give you something. I like to think of 4 steps in life so that you may be successful, you know? Like if there's something that you want in your life, you need it in your life, and you feel like it's going to add to your happiness, because no person can make you happy. Happiness comes from within. But I feel like if you believe it in your heart, in your soul, you truly believe that this is something you want to happen in your life, then you believe it, okay? And then the four steps to success in love, career, just life in general. We are powerful, more powerful than we can imagine. And the mind is very powerful. If there's something in this life that you wish to manifest into prosperity, you want to see it, the manifestation of something that you have wished for, longed for. The 4 steps that I've come up with that has worked for me is you believe it in your heart. Believe it within your heart, your mind, your body, and your soul. You believe it. And then you speak it. Speak it into existence, okay? Once you speak it, then I'm sorry, my phone is Okay. You speak it. And then you live it. You live it. And how do you live it? You, every day, like, you live as if you've already received the blessing. This thing that you've longed for and you've wanted for so long, you already have it, and now you're living in it. And then you own it, okay? And so for those of you who's wishing for something to happen in your life, something to manifest in your life, use those steps, try them out. And I can guarantee you, if you genuinely believe and you put in the work and the efforts, then it will manifest in your life. Until next time, you guys, I wish you much love, peace, and many wonderful blessings.